Hi guys, we have just arrived to the Warrumbungle National Park. We came straight from the Mount Capital. We did some beautiful walks in here. This is another stop on our Easter holiday trip. So we're gonna do the Grand Cliff Top Walk, but we're gonna do it as an overnight hike and we'll be camping at the Dagda Camp. So I thought there will be a better way to do it, just have it a bit of a relaxed pace. So it's about less than 20 kilometers the whole circuit, but we decided to split it in half. Gonna be sleeping under the stars, so it should be a really exciting day. First time in Warrumbungles, so we're really excited and we're ready to hit the trail. It's about 2 p.m. We're starting a little bit late, but we should get to the campsite right before the sunset. We're gonna take some nice shots from the Breadknife. We're gonna maybe do some side trails to the Bluff mountain tomorrow in the morning, first thing in the morning. All right, we're just gonna head off. It's getting a little bit late, so we wanna make it to the campsite before the sunset. First stop will be the Spirey View. Let's go. So we had a beautiful weather at the Mount Capital. Looks like here it's even better. As we were leaving Mount Capital, it was raining, and it was the forecast was a bit rainy. We had 2 beautiful sunny days, and here we got another 2 beautiful sunny days for the overnight hike. But after the overnight hike, we'll be staying at the Camp Blackman. This won't be the only one hike that we do in the Warrumbungle National Park. So we're gonna go to the Camp Blackman and we're just gonna chill out for the next day after the hike. And then we're gonna keep exploring the park for another 3 days. So we're just crossing the bridge. Looks like the creek is completely dry, but we took enough water. And this possibly is gonna be some place where we could get the water on the trail, but we'll keep you updated. We're not sure yet, but we definitely have enough water for 2 days. So the first part of the trail is just a sealed path, very easy to follow, very touristy at the moment. So we're currently here. So you've got 2 options: continue along the Spirey Creek or do the detour via the Febertor and Makator. But we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna continue straight all the way to the Dagda Camp. So this is the mission today. So here it is, first detour of the day, Spirey View, 150 meters. As you can see, Grand High Top's not too far. So let's have a look at the Spirey View first, and then we're gonna continue to the Grand High Tops. Let's go. So that was the Spirey View, beautiful lookout point. We could see our destination right in front of us. At least we know where we're going now. But here comes the hardest part of this hike. It'll be a steep ascent up to those mountain peaks that you just seen from the lookout. So Guide Alice is a little bit tired after the Mount Capital, after those 2 summit hikes that we did. So hopefully I won't have to carry her all the way up to the summit. So here comes the final challenge. Whew, guys, we made it. We're almost at the top. There's lots of steps to get to the top, but everything is well built. Trail is very well maintained. So we are currently here, but we're not gonna go straight to the campsite. We're gonna make a quick pit stop at the Balor Hut. And there's supposed to be some tap with the water. So we're gonna hydrate ourselves, we're gonna drink some water, and then we're gonna refill it, and then we're gonna head to the campsite. So this is just a 100 meters detour. So as you've seen in the bottom, the creeks are all dry here, so we're not really counting that there will be any water at the campsite. The Balor Hut, built in 1967. Let's see if it's in the water.
Yes.
That was the Balor Hut. We are hydrated now. There was plenty of water, I think, in the tank. There was a good water pressure running through. There was some fellow hikers who didn't have any filtration system. We refilled their bottles as well, so that was really good. Now we're heading for the highlight of today's trail. There are many steps on this trail. Well, we're getting there. The views are getting better and better. So right now we're walking right beside the Breadknife. We should be getting into the close contact with the Breadknife in a minute. So I left the backpack. I'm gonna check out the Breadknife Gap. Seems to be a little bit unmarked trail. So that was a very quick detour to the Breadknife Gap. It's literally just about 50 meters off the main trail, so it's definitely worth stopping by. The views are absolutely spectacular at this time of the day. But we still got another 2K to the campsite, so we're just gonna have to pick up the pace. But this is where the fun begins. Wow! Woo! Beautiful views stretching all across. Got some yellow markers just as they headed in the Mount Capitar, leading you the way if you're hiking here at night. Just these guys. Oh wow. Looks like the trail just keeps on giving. Wow. Another beautiful view. Looks like we're not gonna make it to the campsite. Keep pulling the camera to take more photos. It is so nice. Guide Alice already made it to the summit. That is spectacular. This trail definitely lives up to the hype that I've seen online. The views are absolutely beautiful, especially at this time of the day. Got 360 views. Amazing. Starting the descent now. kind of wish we could stay a little bit longer here, but we don't want to be setting up the camp at night time. We need to find the spot where the actual campsite is. I don't think that should be difficult, but we still don't want to be setting up and cooking at night time. So after those epic views, the trail starts descending down. It's a bit of a rocky path, nothing sketchy, very easy. And we are at the Dagda saddle at the moment, which is really not far from the campsite. It's getting a little bit dark, but we are just right here, as you can see. We are at the Dagda Gap, and our accommodation is just right here. And tomorrow morning we're gonna go to the Bluff mountain. So let's just continue. We're both hungry. We're looking forward to have some dinner and have rest. The other campsite at the Mount Capitar was a little bit noisy. There was huge Easter crowds. I'm not sure if you watched the video from the campsite. That was fully packed. We had to move the spots. Actually, we had to book it 2 different spots and move the tent. So we're hoping to have a peaceful night today. Go sleep as soon as it gets dark, maybe watch some stars. I mean, definitely we're gonna watch some stars before we go sleep. And hopefully we're gonna have a very restful night. We'll see if we're gonna wake up early or not. But we're looking forward to have some rest, because other than the noise, it was a bit smoky at the campsite, so we couldn't breathe properly. But today is gonna be the best night at the Warrumbungles during our Easter trip. We made it to Dow's camp. It looks like there's some people already here. There's not many spots here. I think it was like 3 available. So we need to find our spot, set up the tent, make some dinner. So I just woke up at 5:30 a.m. dressed up really warm, layered up, and heading to the summit of Bluff Mountain. It's only 1.3k from the campsite, so I decided to go there for the sunrise. It's about 6 degrees at the moment. It's a little bit cold, as you can see. Probably another 10-20 minutes until the sunrise, and here it is. Woo! Bluff Mountain, up in the clouds on top of the Bluff Mountain, Warrumbungle National Park, waiting for the epic sunrise. So it is now 7:30. As you can see, the weather conditions changed really fast in the mountains. I was really lucky to get some beautiful photos. At the moment, it's very thick layer of clouds all around. Hopefully it's gonna clear up, because Guide Alice is coming here with some food. I'm starving here, waiting for her. I'm not sure if she's gonna make it. Maybe she's gonna turn back. Hopefully she's not gonna give up. So I'm back at the campsite. The weather is still very foggy. The summit is still covered in a thick layer of clouds. Maybe we go up there again, because Guide Alice didn't make it. She was halfway through. I told her to turn around because there was no point going up there in those clouds. I'll show you the campsite a little bit. We're still boiling the water. So I'll show you a couple clips from the campsite. It's a very small campsite, it's only 3 sites. I think when I booked the campsite, there was like all the sites were available when I booked it. But as we arrived, there were two more tents set up. So the campsite was, I assume it was fully booked out. I think it was 3 spots in there. So here's our tent. Here's our mongar. So here's the inside look of our tent. Overall, we had a pretty good sleep, but there was some choppers flying around. Probably, maybe there was some sort of a rescue mission going on. So here's another spot. So here are the rules. There's no toilets here, and you're not allowed to do no wood fires, even though it looks like people have been doing the wood fires in here, but it's not allowed. And here's another good spot that you can set up the tent. I think there were people staying in this spot here. So you've got some nice seating area here, and the breakfast is almost ready. Now this is the coconut powder cream that we use to make our oats. So you just mix it with the water, boil everything up, chuck in the granolas, chuck in the oats, chuck in the protein powder or whatever you want, and you get some beautiful nutritious breakfast. All right, we're gonna dig in. So here we are again. We decided to come here again because why not? It's a beautiful day. Only a few clouds in the sky. So we're almost at the summit. When you're hiking here, you might think this is the summit already, but it's actually not. The summit is just a little bit further there. You can probably see, you've seen the stick before. I show you the stick. So we just passed the first false summit. So here we are again at the summit of Bluff Mountain. Conquered a second time, and the first time for Guide Alice. So look at the view without the sun in front of us. This part of the trail actually doesn't have a yellow markers. I've seen them Mount Capitar, and I've seen them actually on a Grand High Tops walk as well, but this part of the section is a little bit unmarked. So if you come in here, but it's easy to find your way. It's not a problem. So we just wrapped up the tent. Now hiking out. It's another 6 kilometers ahead of us. We're going along the Nuada track at the moment. We're gonna stop at a couple lookout points. We're gonna be passing the Ogma Camp. This is another alternative place where you can stay if you are hiking here overnight. So we're walking right next to the Bluff Mountain. It looks really big from the trail. So I think we should give ourselves lots of credit for climbing it. Some of us climbed it twice. It looks massive. Another beautiful lookout spot. I think this is called Middle Spirey View. Another beautiful lookout spot. It's called Point Wilderness. Just arrived at the Ogma Camp. So from here you can continue along the Burby Ferry Trail, Western High Tops and then Burby. But we're gonna head along the West Spirey Creek back to the Pinchman Car Park. So we're just having a quick hydration break and then we've got another 4 kilometers back to the Pinchman Car Park. So we're heading down along the West Spirey Creek, but unfortunately all of the creeks that we've seen so far are dry, so we're not expecting any water in that creek either. And it looks like the trail is very well built. There's a whole bunch of steps. This seems to me they have been built most recently because they look like still like brand new, so they must be doing lots of trail work here, which is good. We're a little bit tired, our legs are a little bit jelly, so we're not gonna complain. The steps are actually a nice thing for us at the moment.
Is it nice?
And say it to the viewers.
My jelly is getting worse with the stairs.
We are walking beside the West Spirey Creek, but like all of the creeks in this national park that we've seen so far, there's no water in it. So like if you come here for the overnight hiking like we did, so you need to plan around bringing your own water. Basically there's no water in the creeks and there's only one water tank at the beginning of the trail that you've seen. We were refilling it before, so you have to probably, if you want to keep hiking for multiple days, you're probably gonna have to carry a lot of water. So we're just about to finish the trail. We made it to the point where we started, where the trail splits. So this was the loop. We went left yesterday. Today we came back from here. Yeah, so it's another 1.1 kilometer back to the car park. So I thought that'd be a good time to give it a bit of a summary. It was a beautiful trail. I wouldn't change anything. The way we did it was the way I wanted to do it. And the sunrise was beautiful. That was definitely the highlight. And yesterday the sunset walk, that was also amazing. We took some beautiful photos there. So we're really happy. We're a little bit tired. We're really looking forward to take a shower and have some big dinner. We've got some food. We purchased some food yesterday on our way to the trailhead. So everything's in the car, chilling in the fridge, and then have a rest day. Probably tomorrow will be a rest day after all these hikes, Mount Capitar, Warrumbungles. We need a bit of a day off, I think. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next hike.